Hello there, grade 4. For today, we are going to review how to multiply um, triple digit to single digit and also double digit to double digit. Also possible for triple to double. Anong ibig sabihin nun? So, triple digit to single digit, double digit to double digit. Also possible triple digit to double digit. Okay, we're going to do this one by one lang. We'll start with the first one. Again, doing this, you need to master your multiplication process, else wala. You will have a hard time doing this. Okay? So, 321 times 2. How do you do this process? We have to follow the place value. Okay? We are going to do this place value at a time. One place value at a time. Color-coded tayo para mas madali. We start with 2 multiplied to 1. 2 times 1 will give you 2. Then once you're done with that, still 2 multiplied to the 2 in the tens place, which will give you 4. And we now have 2 multiplied to the 3 on the hundreds place. 2 times 3 will give you 6. Okay? Ganyan lang. Medyo madali lang, no? It's quite easy. Let's try to take another example. 875 multiplied to, let's say, 6. One place value at a time. I thought I changed the color. Hindi ko pala napindot. Okay. Color-coded na naman tayo nga para lang makuha, especially for those. If you already know how to do this, you can proceed with your the page that is provided there with you right now. You can already proceed with that. And if you forgot how to do the process, enjoy the video. Okay. So we have 6 times 5, we have 30, but you are not supposed to write 30 this way, nor 30 this way. No, you don't. Okay, instead you put this 3, the value of 3 above of the next given place value. Ganun lang. Andun na yun siya sa taas ngayon. It's like a carryover. Next is we deal with 6 and the next given place value, which is 7. 6 times 7, dapat nga you mastered your multiplication process for this, else you will have a hard time. Sayang ang oras nyo. You can do this like in under a minute, but if you're gonna waste your time for 5 to 10 minutes in just this number, nako, sayang ang oras natin, especially when it comes to our quarter exams na. So for now, there are lots of images dyan sa Google, sa YouTube natin, multiplication process. Okay? The table from 2 to at least 12. Kay 12 lang, okay na. 6 times 7 will give you 42, plus 3 will give you 45. Again, you don't write 45 like that. Instead, you put that 4 here on top of the next given place value. Then, following 6 multiplied to 8 will give you what? 48. Plus 4 will give you 52. So, this is the time that you can go beyond. Okay, erase ko lang to. Technically, if you're gonna write it this way, acceptable naman yan. Write it 52. But since we placed partitions, no, between place values, you have to write it properly. Again, you have 6 times 8, which is 48, plus 4 is 52. Okay? 52. Hindi nyo pwede sulat yung 52 like kanina. But instead, since there's no number here already, you can directly put 5 here and 2 here. So that's 52. So giving us the answer of 5,250 for 875 times 6. Okay? Klaro? Doing the next given number kanina, erase lang natin to. Okay, I hope everything is clear. If you have any questions, more concerns, kindly message me na lang. Okay? Pero so far, hindi kayo masyadong nagbe-message. That's actually good. Either nahihiya ba or nakukuha nyo ba lahat? I mean times. Why is it plus? Times 45. Okay. So diretso na yan. 42 times 45. Okay, so itong process na to is quite complicated. Hindi naman gaano. Okay. I will color code the 45 na lang. So that you will see the difference. I'll color our 4 and 5 here. Okay, para mas makita lang natin ha. Kasi there's a quite difference kasi. When you have a double digit multiplier, because this is actually called a multiplier. That's where we begin to have a complicated process. Hindi naman siya komplikado, pero once you'll get the proper practice of it, madali lang naman siya. So first, I'm gonna use green for 5. 5 times 2 will give you 10, knowing that you already mastered the process. Lagyan natin yung 1 dito sa taas. Okay? 5 times 3 will now give you 15. Don't forget about the carry over there. Plus 1 will give you what? 16. Again, you are not supposed to write 16 like that. Instead, occupy the proper spacing. Okay? 16. Actually, there's no need for you to put the lines. Nilalagay ko lang para mas proper tayo. Okay? Let me just add one more line. Okay. May maliit na masyado. Yan. Sana ma-copy paste to have enough space. Okay. Erase ko lang to. Oops. Erase this one here. Put this one here. So 16. Okay na. Ngayon naman, changing color for 4 para parehas lang. 4. Okay. Kanina, if you notice, with 5, whenever we have an answer, we start putting our answer dito sa baba. Correct? Dito. Okay. Let's just have it that way. I don't want to get into complicated explanation kasi baka it will confuse you more. Okay, but if you have any clarifications for that, I'm willing to explain it to you naman. Okay, but for now, since 5 belongs to the ones place, that's why we started writing at the ones place. Okay, but since 4 is in the tens place, so we should also start writing at the tens place, but this time here. Okay, so for example, 4 times 2. What's 4 times 2? Erase ko lang to. What is 4 times 2? It will give you 8. Do not write 8 here. That's wrong. You have to follow its place value. Since 4 is in the tens place, you have to start writing at the tens place. 4 times 2 will give you 8. This is the tens place. Okay? I hope you are not confused with that. 4 times 3 will give you 12. Okay, you don't write 12 again that way. To avoid confusion nga, we have to follow their place value. So that's 12. 1 and 2. What are you going to do here next is to add everything up. We have 0. Bring down 0 lang kasi wala siyang ibang number dyan. 6 plus 8 will give you 14. How do we add? Don't tell me, baka nakalimutan nyo na. 6 plus 8 will give you 14. Do you write 14 there? Of course not. You have to write them separately. 4 here and carry over 1 there. 1 plus 1 plus 2 will give you 4. 1, 1 daw. 1 plus 1. Hello, 1, 1. 1 plus 1 plus 2 will give you 4. And 1 doesn't have anything there. 1 is lonely. Oh no, 1, 1 is lonely. So bring down 1 lang. Hello, 1, 1. So we now have a final answer of 1,440. Okay. If you have any questions regarding the process rather, just inform me. Next naman, try natin yung next number. I'm gonna occupy the space left para mas klaro. Sorry about occupying the smaller space. sa side natin. Okay? Let's try to do the other number. Erase ko muna natin to. This one here. So how are you, by the way? I hope you're doing fine. Have you been out of your house since the lockdown? Comment nyo sa group chat natin. How are you, guys? I hope you're doing fine. Okay, rewrite natin yan. We have 425 multiplied to 96. We now have a triple double. Okay. Again, there's no need for you to write the bars, but this is just to guide us according to the place value. Okay? So let's try to do it one by one. Again, i-color code ko na lang to, ang 96. Especially for beginners. 96. Let's start with 6. 6 multiplied to 5 will give you 30. Automatic na yan. 0 there, 3 there. 6 times 2 will give you 12. Plus 3 will give you 15. Again, since there's an extra number here now, as you notice, you don't just write 15 there. Okay? Mali yan. Since there's an extra number na. So you have to write 15. So that's 1, 5, 15. Then, rewriting next, or rewriting further, we have 6 times 4, which will give you 24, plus 1 is 25. If you notice, there's no number here, so diretso na tayo, 25. Okay? Change color to be guided. 6 times 5 will give you 45 since we started at the tens place, so you should start writing 45 here. 5 here, and 4 to the next place value. Okay? If you notice no, nilagay natin yung color-coded naman tayo, so you won't get confused with the process. Next is 9 times 2. 9 times 2 will give you 18. Don't forget about the 4 there. So that gives us 22. 22. And finally, we have 9 times 4, which will give you 36. Plus 2 will give you 38. And if you notice, there's no number na nga. So we can write it immediately as 38. All you have to do now is to add everything. 0 and nothing here will give you 0. 5 and 5. 5 plus 5. Again, we are adding them. 5 plus 5 will give you 10. Carry over 1. 1 plus 5 plus 2 will give you 8. 2 plus 8 will give you 10 again. And 1 plus 3 will give you 4. So our answer is 40,800. Okay, so that's basically it for your activity for today. Ay, wait lang. Meron pa pala kayo isa. I forgot. This process pala, again, if you will be able to do this, better na. Good for you. If not, you can just message me if you are more, or if you're confused. Pero if hindi, just try to watch the video again kasi it has been explained properly with color-coded pa para hindi tayo mawala. Okay? So for one of the pages for your activity, and we are going to do it now. I'll give you one example, okay? So there are actually two there. So one expressing as tens, like literally tens, and the other one expressing as the actual 10. So let's say 15 times 40, expressing it as the real 10, the value. Okay, dito naman place value. Okay, how do we do this? It's like breaking down a number. Common number natin dito is 40. Okay. So rewriting this, we now have, so yun. Okay, we now have 15 times 4 tens. Okay. Because 40, if you're gonna break down 40, we have 4 tens. 4 units of tens. Okay? If we break down nyo yan. 4 units of tens. And, erase ko lang to ulit para just to avoid the confusion sa pag-write natin. Okay. So we can now write this as, yun na nga, 15 times 4 tens. So it's basically separating the 0 for you to deal with 4 and 15. So in this case, 15 times 4, parang it is easier for you to multiply 15 times 4 compared to 15 times 40. Diba? Parang mas madali. So 15 times 4 will basically give you 60. But since there's 10, so that's 60 tens. And if you're going to express 60 tens, knowing that we have 1 0 for that, so the final answer is 600. So given the next example, it's quite the same. It's just that this time, it's now 10. Okay? Ngayon, 10 na talaga siya. So let's say we have 15 times 40. Again, taking this value. So that's equivalent to 15 times 4 times 10. Ni-breakdown natin ang 4 times 10. Knowing that 4 times 10 will give you 40. Why do we have to break down? So it will be easier for us first to multiply this. So that it will be easier for you to deal with that first. Okay? Like what I've explained earlier, it's better to multiply with smaller numbers compared to bigger numbers. Although it's logical, not all naman nakukuha yung logic na, oy, may 0, so you just need to add 0. Okay? Not all can get that. So following the process, we now have 5 times 4. We already know the answer earlier. It's 60. And what's left is times 10. 60 times 10. 6 times 1 will give you 6. You have 1, 2, 0. So that's 1, 2. So the final answer is 600. So if you notice, our answer here is just the same as this one. Ganun lang kadali. Okay, so that's your activity for page 43. Okay, so that's it for today. Bye-bye.